The forest is silent. No wind. No birds, just trees stretching endlessly into darkness. Somewhere in these woods, something massive is said to walk. Witnesses describe heavy footsteps, deep growls, and a presence that disappears before it can be seen clearly. For over 1,000 years, people have reported encounters with a creature that science refuses to recognize. A creature known as Bigfoot. But here is the question that divides believers and skeptics alike. If Bigfoot truly exists, why haven't we found one? The mystery begins long before modern cameras and technology. Native American tribes across North America told stories of a giant, human-like being living deep in the forests. They called it Sasquatch, meaning wild man. These were not isolated stories. Different tribes, separated by thousands of miles, described the same creature. Tall, covered in hair, walking on two legs, watching humans from the shadows. These stories were passed down for generations, long before the idea of hoaxes or viral fame existed. To them, Sasquatch was not a myth. It was simply another being that shared their world. Centuries later, modern sightings began to surface. In 1958, construction workers in Bluff Creek, California, discovered enormous footprints in the mud. Each print measured nearly 16 inches long. They were far too large to belong to any human. Investigators examined the tracks. The stride length suggested something walking upright, with weight and balance similar to a human, but far larger. News of the discovery spread quickly, and for the first time, the name Bigfoot entered modern culture. Then, in 1967, something happened that would become the most famous piece of evidence ever recorded. Two men, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, were riding horses through Bluff Creek when they saw a massive figure walking along the riverbank. Patterson raised his camera and filmed the creature as it turned and looked toward them. The footage lasted only seconds, but it showed something extraordinary. A tall, muscular figure covered in dark hair, walking upright with natural, fluid movement. To this day, the Patterson-Gimlin film remains one of the most analyzed and debated videos in history. Some claim it is undeniable proof. Others insist it is an elaborate hoax. But no one has ever conclusively proven either side. Since then, thousands of sightings have been reported across the United States and Canada. Hunters, hikers, and campers describe seeing something large moving between trees. Some report hearing deep vocalizations unlike any known animal. Others find footprints that appear suddenly and then vanish. Yet despite all these encounters, no body has ever been recovered. No skeleton. No confirmed DNA. Nothing that science can officially accept. So why is that? One possibility lies in the environment itself. Bigfoot sightings occur most often in the Pacific Northwest, one of the most remote and heavily forested regions on Earth. These forests cover millions of acres. Dense trees block visibility. Mountains, rivers, and deep valleys make exploration difficult. Even today, vast areas remain rarely visited by humans. Large animals like bears and mountain lions live there, often without being seen for years. It is entirely possible for something to exist in these forests and avoid human contact. Another explanation involves intelligence. Witnesses often describe Bigfoot as cautious and aware. It avoids humans. It moves silently. It disappears quickly. If such a creature possesses intelligence similar to early humans, it may actively avoid detection. It may travel at night. It may observe humans without revealing itself. Survival, after all, depends on remaining unseen. There is also the question of population size. For a species to survive, there must be enough individuals to reproduce. But if Bigfoot exists in very small numbers, encounters would be extremely rare. A small, scattered population living across vast wilderness could remain hidden for centuries. Even large animals can remain undiscovered. In fact, new species are still being discovered today, even in the modern world. But skeptics argue there is a simpler explanation: misidentification. The human brain is designed to recognize patterns, especially human-like shapes. In the darkness of the forest, a bear standing on its hind legs can appear strangely human. Shadows distort perception. Fear amplifies imagination. Many sightings may be honest mistakes rather than encounters with an unknown creature. And then there are hoaxes. Some individuals have admitted to creating fake footprints using carved wooden feet. Others have worn costumes to trick witnesses. These hoaxes have damaged the credibility of the mystery, making it harder to separate truth from deception. But hoaxes alone cannot explain every report, especially those from trained observers, park rangers, and experienced outdoorsmen. Perhaps the most compelling question is this: if Bigfoot does exist, why has no physical evidence been found? The answer may lie in nature itself. When animals die in the wilderness, their bodies do not remain intact for long. Scavengers scatter bones. Weather breaks them down. Plants grow over remains. In dense forests, the process of decay can erase nearly all traces within years. It is entirely possible for remains to exist and never be discovered. Technology has improved dramatically in recent decades. Trail cameras, drones, satellites, and DNA analysis have expanded our ability to study the natural world. Yet even with these tools, Bigfoot remains unconfirmed. Some see this as proof that the creature does not exist. Others see it as proof of how effective nature can be at hiding its secrets. So what is Bigfoot? Is it an undiscovered species of primate, surviving in isolation? Is it a relic of an ancient human ancestor, thought to be extinct? Or is it simply a legend, created by human imagination and sustained by mystery? The truth is, no one knows. What makes the mystery so powerful is not just the creature itself, but what it represents. The possibility that something unknown still walks the earth. That despite all our science and exploration, there are still secrets hidden in the shadows. Waiting, watching, and perhaps, somewhere deep in the silent forests of North America. Bigfoot is still out there.